why would you think the Patriots would be up for moving out of 3?
Well, there's the veteran component of this thing, and one of which is Justin Fields. Like, where does Justin Fields land? We know we have the Kirk Cousins and Russell Wilson and all this game of musical chairs. But when I was looking at Fields teams, I know a lot of people have talked about Pittsburgh as being a fit there. That would make some sense. Sending him back home to Atlanta, where he grew up. I don't feel like we've talked much about New England. And when I look at New England and I look at a defensive head coach who would, I think, appreciate having a team that can run the ball with an athletic quarterback, and look, we'll play this style of football. We already have a really, really good defense. His fit there makes some sense. And if you look at it costing the 34th pick, hey, Justin, guess what? You can, you come in here. We've got a great defense. We're going to be able to run the football. And now, because we have the quarterback in place, we can auction off pick number 3, and we can be the team to really capitalize in here and get a ton of picks to support you and add around you. So that was the scenario. These mock drafts, Rich, you run different scenarios. That was the scenario I ran this time.
Well, your final mock draft is the only one in which you endeavor trades, and boy, did you nail last year's by having Arizona move out of 3 for Houston to go 2-3. You nailed that one last year, but just a further conversation. So New England would be willing to move from 3 down to 6 because they've already settled their quarterback situation. And you think Justin Fields being traded away by Chicago would net them a high day 2 draft pick? You think that's the market you're hearing for Justin Fields, Daniel?
Yeah, that's darn near a first round pick. I mean, it's pick 34.
That's what I'm saying. That's a nice pick. I mean,
that's a nice pick. It's a premium pick. And I think, to me, if you're the Chicago Bears, I'd be, knowing what we've talked about before with the Sam Darnold compensation, which was a 2, a 4, and a 6, not all in the same year. A high 2 like that, man, I think that's really, really good value.
But in the meantime, for your mock draft saying that New England sticks and stays, boy, if they have already acquired Justin Fields and then they get Marvin Harrison Jr.,
that's fun.
Don't you think? Right? I mean, that's what you're talking about. But then they wouldn't have a choice until later, I imagine, Friday night. And they need people, though. I mean, they need some coal for that engine, man.
I'm not a numbers guy.
Okay.
Yes. Don't claim to be.
Okay.
But I think that being tied for last in points per game, 30th in yards per game, 31st in third down offense, I don't think that's good. I think that's bad.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
I know Brockman enjoyed watching those games last year.
I had a great time watching Pats games this year, rooting for them to lose.
I think there were more shutouts in Patriots games than Red Sox games last year. I haven't looked that up, but I think that's possible.
It was a rough sports summer and fall.
So Ohio State fans dotting New England with Justin Fields connecting to Marvin Harrison Jr. The red, however, that Brockman currently is seeing is the supposition that Mac Jones is redeemable still. Are you hearing that as well? Like that they might just run it back with Mac and trade down and get more picks and get more coal in the engine? No, you're tilting your head like that. That ain't happening, DJ?
I'll tell you a story. When I was a little kid and we would bring our baseball cards to school. It was to trade baseball cards. And I had some Jose Canseco cards, which were premium, hot items.
Okay.
And I had a kid come up to me and he was like, look, I don't want to do this because I love Pete Incaviglia. I don't want to trade my Pete Incaviglia. He's great. I mean, I love him, but I guess I will take your Jose Canseco rookie card for my Pete Incaviglia. Now, I'm a 3rd grader. He's a 6th grader.
Nice.
He's just got over on me like that. So that's what I think of when I think of this time of the year.
That's your response to that question.
Great comparison.
So Mac Jones is the Pete Incaviglia of the question?
In this scenario, yes.
Power hitter.
Pete Incaviglia.
Underrated.
Oh, my gosh. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.